When we had your dad on the show a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned a trip to Hawaii. I think you were 16, and you've got the look of an MMA fighter, and I'll be very careful what I say to you. But that was when the first of the ink arrived, is that right?
Yes. So I'd been wanting a tattoo for a very long time, and I'd gone through all these like pictures in my head, and I want it there, I want this, and I want that, and we went to Hawaii on a family holiday, and we were at an arts and crafts market, and there was a guy sitting there, and he was selling all this like bone work and woodwork, and I was absolutely fascinated, not by the woodwork itself, by the guy that was sitting there. He had these big bands of like different animals and shapes, and they were just all over his body, covered him totally, but it didn't look like it looked like really proportionate, if you can say that. So we got into this conversation, and I said, yeah, I want to get a tattoo, and you know, I think I've made my mind up about what I want. And he just turned to me, he says, in the animal kingdom, what animal would you choose to be if you was an animal? I said, well, that's really weird you should say that, because I wanted a shark teeth band on my arm. And he said, okay. He said, well, why would you want a shark? And I said, well, the thing is, I've got like a weird love for sharks. I like going shark diving and stuff like that. So I just said that a shark is like very focused, it's very driven, it's very, you know, it hones into something, and it just really goes for that target. And I said, and that sort of like represents me as a professional person. And he said, you know, if you want to get it, I'll help you, and I'll point you in the right direction. And I said, what, to a tattoo studio? He said, no, he says, to some guys, and we'll do it traditionally for you. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it cost me $100, and it took about 3.5 to 4 hours. I was led on the beach on a mat with 3 guys, and I had to go through this whole ritual of, you know, explain to this guy who's going to do the tattoo about why I wanted it, the thoughts and the emotional connection behind that. And so that I'm lying on the beach now, and so the actual tattoo is here. It's the zigzag shark tooth bite. And I'm led on the beach, and they've got the guys stretching my skin, and this guy's tapping away with this like traditional. And today, it's still the tattoo that hurt the most and bled, and I swore, and yeah. So there was, yeah.